Hi guys, this is Jason with Smoking Eagles Rod Shop, coming to you again from my home shop here in Napanee. Man, last video we got some stuff done underneath the hood in there. I got the radiator hoses done, and I got a good idea of what I'm going to do for the cold air intake. I got those couplers on order. I got the little elbow, the tighter radius elbow on order. So that's kind of at a stopping point for right at the minute. I did get some really cool electrical stuff recently. I got one of these. This is a Leash Electronics Pro Street module. These are really cool. If you don't know what these are about, go look them up online. It's essentially a fuse box and a relay box all in one. It also has the blinkers and whatnot for the turn signals, but essentially on one side they have all of your inputs, and on the other side they have all of your outputs. It has 5 constant like direct to battery fuses, and then it's got 5 that switch on with the key, and then it has all of your blinkers and all of your lights. It also has 2 additional 20 amp relays in it. These are really handy for streetcar or wiring. Essentially, you can run little 3 amp out to your switches and 3 amp back to these, and they act as relays. And then you can run your higher voltage on the other side. So you basically aren't sending wires up into your dash that are, you know, going to push 20 amps back out to something. So that's really cool. I'm going to use this to control the entire chassis. So essentially anything that's chassis related, all of my lights are going to be on that. I also think that my fan for my the fan is going to be on that as well. And then yeah, basically just the chassis lights and turn signals and all the controls and stuff like that. And then I also got one of these. I don't know if you know about these or not, but these are little MSD. They're solid state relays. You put the power in there. All your little switches go over here. You can either do power or ground switching. And then these solid state relays essentially have a fault in them. And then they have indicator lights telling you if they're working correctly. They have indicator lights to tell you if they're not working correctly. So they're really cool. These pair really well with the Holley ECUs. So you're not pushing big voltage through the ECU to switch stuff. You essentially, again, are doing low voltage, well, not low voltage, but low amperage on your switches. But then you have the big relay to take care of it. And it also has nice lights to give you feedback. If you look at you can look up on YouTube, and there's lots of examples of it where somebody makes up a fused 4 relay board, and it's this big board with, you know, each relay essentially has 5 wires coming out of it. You have fuses on your switches, you have fuses on your things going out of your relays, and you end up with this massive board with all these inputs and all these outputs and all these wires running everywhere. And essentially this will do the same thing, and it's easy, and it's got the feedback lights on it. So I mean, you know, for the money, if you're going to do a couple relays, these are worth it. So the things that my ECU is turning on, my ECU is going to turn on my injectors. It's going to send the power to my injectors to energize my injectors. Those are pulse width modulated on the negative. Then it's going to do my ignition as well. So my ignition coils, they have a big 12 volt power going to them. And then my fuel pump and my starter. So just the things that control the engine are going to be on this. The things that control my chassis are going to be on this. The ECU is going to talk to this. This is just going to talk to the lights and whatnot on the truck. So that's kind of the strategy that I'm going with. Some of the things that I need to do in today, I need to find a home for this. I need to find a home for this. inside the cab. And then I can start by wiring my little switchy thing, my little switch for my controls that sticks on my column. I can get some wires on that. And if I have a home for the fuse panel, I can run some wires from my steering column down to that and start knocking out some of those wires. I have all my buttons for turning on my ECU and turning on my different things controlled by the ECU. I have those things coming in the mail, so those should be here before next weekend. So I should be able to knock out a big chunk of this wiring today. Oh, that's if I can get to the other project first, which is something I haven't talked about yet, but we need to create a dash. So the stock dash that comes in these things are basically made out of like pressed paper. It's like the cardboard in cereal boxes, but a lot thicker. It's just really thick cardboard. So you can imagine what happens to a cardboard dash over 44 years. Just a little bit of water and the dash just goes bleh, and then the sun hits all the plastic on the top of it and it cracks all the heck. So the dashes in these trucks are typically trash. The dash that would be in this truck would be a 75 to 1980 dash. And let's just put it this way, they're non-existent. They're not out there. And even if you can find one, it's like an arm and a leg to buy it. So I kind of want to go race car. So I have a PVC dash cover that I'm going to use for the top of the shell, and then we're just going to fabricate out of aluminum the bottom side of the dash. So the two things I'd really like to accomplish today is I'd like to get a template made for the aluminum under dash, the bottom half of the dash. I'd like to get a bar in there that separates the top dash from the bottom dash. That's kind of, something I need to fabricate as well. And yeah, then I need to template the bottom of that. Then I'd like to find a home for this guy and yeah, start down that path of wiring those into the switches. The switches that I have right now are the turn signals and light controls. So maybe I can get that today, where I get some wires down the column and to this box, hopefully. So we're switching gears just a little bit away from underneath the hood. We're going to switch to inside the cabin, get some work done there, and hopefully the stuff for underneath the hood comes quick enough to complete all that in the relatively near future. And at the same time, maybe I can complete the wiring on this truck in some episodes here coming up real shortly. So that's enough jibber jabber. Let's get you guys up on time lapse, and let's get inside that cab, and let's get looking at this dash to start with, and maybe a home for these two things. Time lapse coming up. Well, guys, I think that dash came out pretty good. It tucks up under there. It kind of recesses for the cow. I really like it. I stripped the original brackets off of the original dash, so I think I can use those to hold the upper dash in. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. If I make that out of sheet aluminum and then like pop rivet it together, I think I should be able to do that. I think I should be able to do some bends and some tabs and pop rivet that together. I think that's gonna be a really nice dash. So back to what I was saying, the original dash is made out of this like literally like cardboard, thick compressed, and it's gone, guys. Like, these things aren't worth saving. I did pull the clips out of here to use. And I also got my little vents out of there. I also took the glove box out, and maybe I can figure out a way to make that go back in this original one. But yeah, I think that's actually a really nice looking dash. I think if that was made out of sheet aluminum, that would look really good. I'd probably shorten it up under here a little bit. I don't think it needs to be that long. Maybe just an inch or two, and then let it roll. But yeah, I think that looks really good for a dash option. Now let's see if I can now let's see if I can make that out of aluminum. That'll be more interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put you back up on time lapse, and I'm gonna work down over here and see if I can't find a spot to mount those that relay and that fuse panel. Well guys, I think I'm gonna make a little aluminum plate right over here for this guy, for the leash and for the MSD. And I think I'm gonna remake the ECU mount. I think it's gonna look really nice. Everything all just tucked up over in the corner like that. Well, it looks like I have a lot of templates. I think I need to deconstruct all this and take it over to Dustin's with some aluminum and see if I can't remake these. I'll take this dash with me too. This is just kind of here for some general lengths marks, but yeah, I think that's kind of the gist of what I'm going for. I think if I make this centerpiece first, it'll help support this, and then it'll help me better define these sides. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I think I'm going to probably take these templates and go over to Dustin's and see if I can't get them made. That's a lot of pieces. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can make this one piece up and around there. So it's still 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still going to be a 4-piece dash at this point. I really kind of need to make ends. So 5 and 6. So that's a lot of things to get fitted together. So I think I can probably try to just get this piece that's going to go up and around and down, and then this back piece done first, and then maybe get these bent in here and leave them a little long, both sides, and then finish cutting those. And then yeah, I think I can make a mess of this, guys, but I think it looks really good. Yeah, let's see how well I turn that from aluminum into a dash. I think that's about enough for today, other than running over to Dustin's and getting a lot of stuff done over there, a lot of this fab work. But I think I'm just going to clean up and get out of here. I made quite the mess today. So yeah, let's put you up on time lapse and let's get cleaned up. Well guys, it's important to clean your shop up after you're done. I think I'm gonna get out of here today. I'm absolutely freezing. My garage is not really heated in any way, shape, or form. It's kind of just, it's attached to an apartment, and whatever heat kind of leaks in is what you get. So it's below freezing outside. So it's about like 40s in here. So just a couple hours of work really kind of takes it out of you. I gotta get some better insulation in this place probably next year. Get a little more heat in here if I'm gonna continue doing this kind of work in my back garage. But I think I made a lot of progress on that dash. I really had no idea like going into that, and I think it actually looks really good. I think if I can make it look half as good as the cardboard that's in there. It's going to look really, really kind of cool. So kind of excited to see how that turns out. Who knows? It could be completely nowhere close to that when I get done with it, but I think that's a good general idea to get started with. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. Hey, I can't wait to get this thing out and on the road this summer and, you know, have some fun with it. So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching.